Hello, today I'm gonna talk about FreeSpire. This is the reason I'm gonna talk about it. I'm talking about it because sometimes those small uh, um, Linux distribution have their use. For example, I have this Dell laptop that that is what Dell Spire. Uh, what is it? Is it Dell Spire 3135. This is from 2004. This is basically so those are the spec that it came with it. It's similar. I put 8 gig of RAM and I put solid state drive on it. But nevertheless, it have the thing that it have it have that ADM quad core with 1 gig 1 gigahertz. So it's really kind of like a, even it is an old one, but it's kind of like a new machine in many ways. But it is a new, it is like barely this machine can barely run anything loaded. But at the same time, it can run, like I ran what is it, Ubuntu on it, run fine. Uh, I ran Zorin on it. It run fine. It it run better on Ubuntu, even though it is. So that show that maybe Flatpak and snaps are not the same, but just that bloat, that extra bloat of the containerized snap or Flatpak, add to it. So I went and I installed FreeSpire, and if you, let's try to make this one big. If we look here, FreeSpire, this is one of the problem it have. It doesn't have anything in the bar, and you have to configure it, which what I did. I configured it where like you right click and it will take you to the tweaks, but if you go in the menu and you get the tweak, you can't get to that. You only have to do it with the right click on the bar itself, and you can add the favorites here to the bar. So, and just that little bit. The other problem I ran, and this is I ran it today. This like a well, I installed it a few days ago, but I used the computer today when I was out because it's a small computer. I took it with me on a bike ride. Uh, the update, because this is a not very well maintained. Uh, see, I don't know when did they. We can look at the forms, I guess. You know, support blog. Let's look at that support blog. So, well, it said it was, yeah, in Friday, March at 22. So that's been done long time ago. So it is. So the blog is this. This is the community form. Let's look community form. Uh, those are just questions. So anyway, so like it's not well updated, so like it won't do the update. And the cool thing, I did it through the terminal, and the terminal give you the quick uh, fixes that you need to fix for your update, which I did. So I had to at least the first update had to be done to the terminal. Uh, so and I installed a few things on it. So it ran very good now, just because it's fast enough. Uh, it can run like something like GNU, because FreeSpire is a GNU basically, but I didn't have the time to install Debian. I thought like Debian will work perfect on it, but I wanted to install it very quick, and FreeSpire was something very simple. Like the this machine is what is it? It's a small machine. It's touch screen. The battery, even though I bought this, um, Actually, this is probably the first. I bought this machine and I bought um, a Levino XE 130, I think. I bought them just to like do Linux on them. Those are my first my official first Linux machines. So I bought them around the same time, but I think, and I really don't use those machines often because they are small and I'm older. I usually use like a laptop that's big. But when I like go on a bicycle ride in the summer, I usually take one of those small laptops with me. So like let's say you are fixing this laptop for a family member. Uh, Remember, take your time. You know, do the after you do the update. Uh, Keep the computer for a few days after you install it. Do the updates, install things what's on it, uh, because for two reasons. One, any Linux distribution will might have little glitches in the beginning, uh, but especially small distributions or not very, you know, that might have this problem, you know. And the other thing is that you don't want to give that laptop to a family member or a friend, or if you want to sell it to, you don't want to give it to someone that they will have a glitch and they don't know what's going on. They have a bad experience. So, this is basically now it run basically like a Debian. It run all the packages. It have Flatpak on it, but you have to activate it, I think. But it run everything is .deb on it, and it ran perfectly. It did have that glitch in the beginning because it was like hooked to the older version of Ubuntu, and when it came to like connect to that server, it wasn't able to do that. But you know, through the terminal itself give you the command what to do, some app slash fix whatever, something like that. So, and I was able to do it and it was fine. It ran very good, no lagging. I even put some light games on it, like you know. And so it is now a cool machine. This machine does run Ubuntu and very good, run it good, you know, but I just want that little extra kick. That's why I installed this FreeSpire, because otherwise, if I wanted to, if I had the time, you know, I would have probably put Debian on it, but I just didn't have the time. I had that FreeSpire, um, so it is very simple, very minimal. It didn't come with a lot of bloat. When I tried FreeSpire before, and on a different machine, and it didn't have those icons here, because you know, if you use a computer you need those icons. And actually I never tinkered with it because that you know, because I eventually moved on with that machine that I tried it on to something else. But this one I did tinker with it. I right click and all this. I actually tinker with it during the installation, you know. So I was able to do that. So that's cool. It opened basically like I would call it like a modern Windows 10. You know, it's much snappier than Windows 10 so far, at least. And that is it. So those other Linux distributions, always the smaller ones, do glitch, especially in the beginning when you put them, when you use them. But this machine, for example, a 2014 machine, well beyond its years. It run now very good. I have another small laptop that have Windows on it, and I think I will take this machine any day over the Windows. Uh, and not because it is better, you know, hardware wise, but because it is it have the right operating system. The right operating system literally change a lot of things, and that is it. And I hope this is helpful.